Hello, good morning, students. Today we discuss about next lesson, physics, chapter 10th, light, reflection and refraction. First one, what is the difference between reflection and refraction? Both terms are correlated, like we understand it when light traveling in one medium falls on the surface of another medium, three effects are observed. There are three effects are observed, and these are: first one, a part of light is turned back or reflected. एक पार्ट लाइट दा रिटर्न हो गया, जेड़ा रिटर्न होया फ्रॉम दैट सरफेस दैट इज़ कॉल्ड एज रिफ्लैक्टेड. फर्स्ट पॉइंट क्लियर हो गया, दैट इज़ रिफ्लैक्टेड. लाइट विच स्ट्राइक ऑन एनी सरफेस रिवर्ट बैक, रिवर्स हो जाती है, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड एज रिफ्लैक्टेड. एंड सेकेंड वन, another travel through second medium along a changed path, that is light is refracted. If light travel कर रही है but to second medium च when pass होएगी, then it can change its path, वो अपना path change कर ले, that is called as refracted. First one difference, reflected है लाइट ਦਾ अगेन ਉਹਦੇ ਤੋਂ ਰਿਫਲੈਕਟ ਹੋਣਾ, ਬੈਕ ਹੋਣਾ, ਬਟ refracted है change the path change होएगा, that is called as refracted. Both points are clear. Next, third, the remaining part is absorbed by second medium. जो रिमेनिंग लाइट है वो ऑब्जर्व कर ली जाती है बाय सेकेंड मीडियम. फॉर एग्जाम्पल वी अंडरस्टैंड विद दिस डायग्राम. हेयर दैट इज़ द ग्लास स्लैब, एक ग्लास की बनी हुई एक स्लैब है. एंड व्हेन इंसिडेंट लाइट strike on it form angle of incident, and that is the normal, and this light again change its path, its path remaining this one, but actually when it passes from rare medium to denser medium, it change its path, and that is called as a refraction, and again when it move from that part, it again away from the normal, that is the normal. When it passes from the rare medium to denser, it move towards the normal, but when it passes from denser medium to rare medium, it move away from the normal. That all the points are clear. That incident ray when passes, it changes its path, that is called as the refracted, both are points clear. It discussed later. Now the main topic is here, the spherical mirrors. Spherical mirrors are those whose reflecting surface is a part of a hollow sphere of glass. रिफ्लेक्टिंग सरफेस क्या होगी उसकी, hollow sphere of glass की होगी. वन साइड ऑफ द मिरर इज़ वेल पॉलिश्ड, one side well polished, and reflecting the other side is opaque. well polished है, then वो की करेगी, लाइट ਨੂੰ रिफ्लैक्ट करेगी, बैक करेगी. एंड अदर साइड opaque अगेन ਅਸੀਂ रिपीट किया होया, opaque through which we cannot see on the other side ਅਸੀਂ नहीं देख सकते, that is opaque. like wall, door, they are the opaque. Now spherical mirrors are two types. First one, concave mirror. whose reflecting surface is curved inward. The reflecting surface curved inward. It has cave-like structure inward. Inward होएगा, that is concave. And if the surface is bulged out, outside में होगी, then it is called as a convex. Concave, cave बनी होगी, इसके अंदर bent होगा, that is concave. And if the surface is bulged out, that is called as convex. Now some terms are clear to before we draw the Ree diagrams. First one, pole. What is the pole? Pole is the center of the reflecting surface of a spherical mirror is a point called pole, and it is represented by P. Center. For example, this one is the concave mirror, and that center is called as a pole. First point clear हो गया. Reflecting surface का center point is called as a pole. Second one, center of curvature. The reflecting surface of a spherical mirror forms a part of the sphere. This sphere has a center and is called center of curvature and represented by C. If I roughly draw the circle, that circle, its center, that is called as the center of curvature. And if we join the ray, pole and center, draw a straight line, that is called as principal axis. And next, focus. A ray parallel to the principal axis are falling on a concave mirror. The reflected ray intersecting at a point on the principal axis is called focus. When suppose that incident ray, when strike that polished surface, it reflected and it passes through the focus, it intersecting the principal axis at point F, and that is called as a focus. Again, when incident ray strike on the surface of the concave mirror, it reflected and it intersect the principal axis at point F, that is called as a focus. Next, focal length. The distance between the pole and the principal focus is called focal length, and it is represented by small f. The distance between pole and focus, that distance is called as a focal length. That part is called as focal length. And last one, that is aperture, the diameter of the reflecting surface. The diameter of the reflecting surface of spherical mirror is called aperture. That part from where the light is reflected, that part is called as aperture A to B, that is the total aperture of the mirror. All the points clear हो गए बच्चे? Next, how the Ree diagrams. Now, how the Ree diagrams are drawn and they are represent. Let us see. First one, representation of image formed by spherical mirror using Ree diagram. First one, at infinity. At infinity, that is long distance. For example, the rays coming from infinity, when they strike to the surface of concave mirror, they strike and reflected back and passes through the focus. Similar, here it passes through the focus. And one thing remember, when the image formed in front of the mirror, when the image formed in front of the image in front of the mirror, then it is real and inverted, then it is real and inverted. And if the image formed behind the mirror, then virtual and erect. One thing remember, when the image formed in front, then it is real and inverted. Image in front बन रही है. First one, position of object. Object कहाँ पे था? From the infinity, rays come from infinity. And position of image formed at the focus, image formed at the focus. And size, when image is point sized, highly diminished, बहुत small size की image बनेगी. And nature real and inverted, because image formed in front of the mirror. First point clear हो गया. Second, when the object beyond C, when the object beyond C, C से पीछे है, ये पॉइंट सी सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर है, फोकस है, पोल है, प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस है, एंड ऑब्जेक्ट इज प्लेस्ड बियॉन्ड सी, ए बी, दैट इज ऑब्जेक्ट ए बी. From here, the incident ray when passes, it reflected and passes through the focus, it passes through the focus. And second ray from that object passes through the center of curvature and reflected back, passes through the center of curvature and reflected back. Where they intersect, that is image formed a dash b dash, and that image again in front of the mirror, then it is real and inverted. Now discuss about the position of the object beyond C. Image formed देखना, image formed in between C and F, image formed between C and F. And size, image object the size, this one, and image the size is diminished, smaller हो गया उधर नालों. And last one, nature real and inverted, because it formed in front of the mirror. Next, when the object at C, center of curvature, here the object AB object है, and here incident ray when it reflected it passes through the focus. Secondly, when it passes through the focus, both reflected rays intersect at point this, and that is the image formed a dash b dash हो जाएगा. And image again in front है, real and inverted होएगी. And object at C ही image भी किधर ते बन रही है, at C बन रही है, and almost same size. Next, when the object between C and F, see here, C and F, that is object A, B, when the incident ray passes, it passes through the focus and reflected like this. And second one, it passes through the center of curvature, top of the object, and it reflected back and meet at this point. Both meet at this point, and that is the image. Observation देखो बच्चे, ऑब्जेक्ट का साइज छोटा होना शुरू हो गया तो इमेज का साइज लार्ज होना शुरू हो गया. फर्स्ट वन, ऑल द पॉइंट्स क्लियर कराएंगे. ऑब्जेक्ट बिटवीन सी एंड एफ, इमेज सी से आगे बनी है बियॉन्ड सी, हाईली इनलार्ज्ड, लार्ज हो गई, साइज की हो गया इन लार्ज, एंड इन फ्रंट बन रही है, देन इट इज़ रियल एंड इन्वर्टेड, रियल एंड इन्वर्टेड. नेक्स्ट, when the object at f, when the object at f that is focus, it again passes incident ray and reflected back. Secondly, the center of curvature, it again move along this path and reflected back and never meet at infinity, and a large, highly enlarged size image is formed. And the points noted: object at f and image at infinity, size highly enlarged, and again image formed in front of the mirror, so it is real and inverted, real and inverted. Last point, when the object between p and f, when the object between that is p and that is f focus, and that is the object, when it again strike to the surface, it reflected back and it never meet on this side, but in the back behind the mirror they meet. And second, from the center of curvature reflected, and if they imagination, they meet at point a dash and b, that is the image, and this image formed behind the mirror, so it is virtual and erect, it is virtual and erect. साइज इनलार्ज हो गया, इमेज बिहाइंड द मिरर हो गया, एंड ऑब्जेक्ट बिटवीन पी एंड एफ हो गया. ठीक है, ट्राई करना बच्चे इन्हां सारियां री डायग्राम्स ਨੂੰ, इन्हां ਦੇ ਮੇਨ ਪੁਆਇੰਟਸ ਸਾਰੇ ਡਿਸਕ੍ਰਾਈਬ ਕਰਨੇ ਨੇ, ਤੇ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰੋ ਕਿ ਵਿਦ ਦ ਹੈਲਪ ਆਫ scale and pencil draw the ray diagrams. Thank you.